Peace and blessings is real. First and foremost, I want to take this time and give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh through his only begotten Son, Yahushua, for allowing this word to come out. And I hope you sincere brothers and sisters is edified by this word. And the name of the lesson is called Like Walking on Red Coals and Burning Your Feet Badly. The same is a man who cheats with a married woman. Let me say it again, man. Like walking on red coals and burning your feet badly. The same is a man who cheats with married woman. Yeah, man, in this word, we're going to deal with the subject of adultery. We've talked about this in the past, and I really want to drive this home tonight because in the time that we live in, adultery is so, how can I put this? Adultery is the new faithful, if that makes sense. You know, cheating is the new monogamous. Okay. What you see on the screen is from the movie Fatal Affair. It's on Netflix. If you haven't seen that movie, I suggest you check it out, man. I watch these particular movies just as spiritual experiments. In other words, I look at movies like these and apply it to the Bible. And most people will watch a movie like this and think nothing of it. But when you apply the scriptures according to this movie, you'll get exactly the same revelation that I get. Like walking on red coals and burning your feet badly. The same is a man who cheats with married woman. Okay. What you see on the screen is a wife in the green. Okay. And on the other side, you see a gentleman. Okay. As you see, there's a line, there's a thin line that separates this married woman and this man on the right-hand side of her. If you pay close attention to this picture, you'll see they are not husband and wife. You see that? This is a married woman, and this is a man, okay, that wants this woman. But the problem is she belongs to her husband. You see? And so what happens is, if you can imagine walking on red coals and burning your feet badly, imagine being barefooted, walking on red hot coals. What you think is going to happen? You're going to burn your feet badly, and you know exactly what that's going to feel like. Well, that's the same as a man who cheats with a married woman, man. That same kind of pain, you're going to feel that and then some. So you have to say to yourself, is it worth it, gentlemen? Is it worth it for you to cheat with a married woman? Is it really worth it? No, it ain't, man. But you have a lot of men out here in Israel today that's engaging in this type of behavior, and they glorify it, even brag about it. And at the same time, you have women that's with it as well. The scripture says we're in a wicked and adulterous generation. And here's the proof, man. We're going to come to you in Proverbs, okay, chapter 6, and the verses 27 through 29 in Proverbs chapter 6, and then we're going to close it out in verses 32 through 35, man. In Proverbs 6 and 27, it reads, "Can a man take fire in his bosom?" Okay. Can a man take fire in his bosom and his clothes not be burned? Okay, that's the first question being asked. In verse 28, it says, can one go up on hot coals and his feet not be burned? You see that? There's another question. So let's just stay in verse 27. It says, can a man take fire in his bosom? In other words, can a man take fire in his chest and breast area, and his clothes not be burned, and his clothes not be scorched, consumed with heat and fire? No, he can't. You see? Because soon as his breast, chest area get applied to the fire, his clothes will be burned and not be burned. Yeah, he's going to be burned. Verse 28, can one go up on hot coals and his feet not be burned? Hot coals is just like charcoal. You know, if you see you go to a barbecue, or if you the type of person that grills on, that grill a lot, you need charcoal a lot of times. You know what I'm saying? And you know how them charcoals look, man, when they get real hot. Imagine walking barefoot on that. You think you can do that and your feet not be burned? No, your feet are going to be scorched, consumed with heat and fire. I've never done it, but I can imagine what it would be like, what it would feel like. So put it to you this way. If you can walk up on hot coals barefooted and your feet not be burned, you're a bad boy. But let me ask you this. We all know for a fact, if you walk barefoot on hot charcoal, your feet will be burned. And could you imagine what that would feel like? If you can imagine what that'll feel like, then you must know that's equivalent to a married man, or that's equivalent to a man who cheats with a married woman. It's that painful and then some. So ask yourself, is it worth cheating with that woman, with that married woman? Verse 6 and 29, it says, let's bring it back again. Verse 27, Proverbs chapter 6, all the way up to verse 29. It says, can a man take fire in his bosom and his clothes not be burned? Can one go up on hot coals and his feet not be burned? So he that goeth into his neighbor's wife, whoever toucheth her, shall not be innocent. You see that? It says in Proverbs 6 and 29, so he that goeth into his neighbor's wife, he that have sex with his neighbor's wife. You see that? Whosoever toucheth her shall not be innocent, shall not be free from guilt, shall not be free from violation of law, shall not be upright, shall not be charged and indicted free. You see? Him not being innocent because it's the crime of adultery. You see that? And when you commit the spiritual crime of adultery, you get put to death for that. So that's actually worse than burning coal, walking on burning coal barefooted. That's actually worse. You see that? So you men out there, you Mr. Steal Your Girl, Trey Songz type dudes, those that get off on cheating with a married woman. Dude, just like you walk on hot coals barefooted, your ass is, you already know what that, you can already imagine what that would feel like. That's equivalent to what you gonna feel when you cheat with a married woman, man, and then some. What's the name of the lesson, man? It reads, The name of the lesson is like walking on red coals and burning your feet badly. The same as a man who cheats with a married woman, man. You dig? As we get ready to close out this word in Proverbs 6:32, it says, but whoso committed adultery with a woman lacketh understanding. He that doeth destroyeth his own soul. You see that? So when a man cheats with a married woman, he's committing adultery. And in Proverbs 6:32, it tell you, whoso commit adultery with a woman lacketh understanding. He that do it destroyed his own soul. You see that? That's cold-blooded, man. Verse 33, it says, a wound and dishonor shall he get, and his reproach shall not be wiped away. You see that, man? It's all bad, bro. It's all bad, man. Verse 34, for jealousy is the rage of a man, therefore he will not spare in the day of vengeance. So guess what? This woman on the screen, her husband, okay, catch wind of what you doing. Because of his jealousy, it's going to cause, for jealousy is the rage of him. Therefore, in the day of vengeance, he's not going to spare you, dude. Verse 35, he will not regard any ransom, neither will he rest content, though thou givest many gifts, man. Huh? You see that? So you got to ask yourself one more time, man. Would you walk barefooted on red hot coals and think you ain't gonna burn your feet? You think you can do that and not burn your feet? You know damn well your feet gonna be blistering hot. Well, that's the same as a man who cheats with a married woman. So what am I saying, man? If you don't want to deal with the pain of your feet burning from walking on red hot coals, then stay your ass away from a married woman, man. Get your own woman, bro. Matter of fact, let me get that. In 1 Corinthians chapter 7, man, verse 1, Paul said it best, man. In 1 Corinthians 7, verse 1 and 2. Now concerning the things whereof ye wrote unto me, it is good for a man not to touch a woman. Nevertheless, to avoid fornication, let every man have his own wife, and let every woman have her own husband. You see that? Let every man have his own wife. So this dude on the right-hand side of the screen, dude, this is not your wife. Go and get your own wife. Leave this woman alone, man. And at the same time, let every woman have her own husband. This dude is not your husband. Get away from him. You see? But this is what we're dealing with, a wicked and adulterous generation, man, today. And this is exactly what you got going on, man. Cold-blooded, man. Cold-blooded. I hope you sincere brothers and sisters, man, was edified by this word, and we give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh through his only begotten son, Yahushua, for allowing this word to come out, man. Shalom.